In love, nothing is more powerful than a good woman's heart. She gives her best, pours her soul into the relationship, and stands by her man through struggles and storms. But when that same heart is betrayed, the consequences are far deeper than most people realize. Today, we're diving into what really happens when a good woman gets hurt and the price of betrayal. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like to the channel, and hit the bell for more videos. She becomes more guarded. Once trust is broken, a good woman learns to protect herself. She doesn't open her heart as freely, and it can take years for her to let her guard down again. Her love turns into silence. She may not lash out or scream, but her silence says everything. That silence is where her love begins to die. Her confidence takes a hit. Betrayal makes her question her worth. She wonders if she wasn't enough, even though the truth is, it was never about her lacking. She learns hard lessons. Pain teaches her things love could not. She becomes wiser, stronger, and harder to deceive in the future. Her forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. A good woman may forgive, but she never forgets. Once trust is shattered, the memory of betrayal stays with her forever. She redirects her energy. The love she once poured into someone else, she now begins to pour into herself, her dreams, her goals, her peace. She realizes her strength. Ironically, heartbreak often reveals just how powerful a good woman truly is. She learns she can survive without the one who betrayed her. She raises her standards. After betrayal, she won't settle for less. She understands her value more deeply and refuses to allow the same pain again. She can still love, but differently. Her love doesn't die, but it changes. She loves with caution, with boundaries, and with her eyes wide open. She becomes an example. A hurt good woman can inspire others by showing that betrayal doesn't define her. It refines her. She no longer believes words, only actions. Sweet words once made her smile, but now she looks at consistency and proof before trusting again. She feels the weight of loneliness. Even in a crowded room, betrayal makes her feel unseen, unloved, and alone. She questions love itself. She begins to wonder if real love even exists, or if everyone eventually betrays. Her patience shrinks. Where she once tolerated mistakes, now she has less room for excuses and broken promises. She craves emotional safety. More than romance, candlelight dinners mean nothing to her if she can't feel secure in the relationship. She may distance herself from friends and family. Shame or pain may make her retreat inward, keeping her struggles private. She sees through lies. More quickly once burned, her intuition sharpens. She notices red flags faster than before. She develops independence. Instead of leaning on someone else, she learns to stand firmly on her own 2 feet. She redefines love. What she once thought love was, betrayal, forces her to reconsider and set new definitions. She doesn't chase anyone anymore. If someone walks away, she lets them go. She knows begging won't bring real love back. She learns the difference between lust and love. Betrayal often involves lust, teaching her how shallow it truly is compared to genuine love. She builds emotional walls, not to keep everyone out, but to protect her heart until someone proves worthy of entering. She becomes more selective with her time. She doesn't waste her energy on people who drain her. She values peace over drama. She may become overprotective of her heart. Even good men may struggle to get close because of the damage left behind. She appreciates loyalty more than ever. Loyalty becomes her love language. It matters more than gifts or words. She values self-respect above pleasing others. Instead of bending over backwards, she learns to say no without guilt. She demands transparency. Secrets trigger her pain, so honesty becomes non-negotiable. She might feel anger toward herself, not just toward the man who hurt her, but for ignoring the signs she once saw. She learns that healing isn't linear. Some days she feels fine, and other days the wound feels fresh again. She may lose trust in men altogether. For some, betrayal makes it difficult to see any man as trustworthy. She understands that closure doesn't always come. Sometimes she never gets the apology or explanation she deserves. She focuses on self-growth books, therapy, fitness, and new skills. She invests in becoming the best version of herself. She realizes not everyone deserves her energy. She saves her love for those who value and protect it. She can become emotionally detached. She may learn to enjoy companionship without ever fully giving her heart away again. She learns to spot true love. The pain of betrayal makes her more aware of what authentic love looks like. She craves stability over excitement. Wild romance no longer excites her as much as steady, reliable love. She guards her vulnerability. She won't let just anyone see her tears or deepest fears again. She reclaims her power. Instead of being defined by betrayal, she turns her pain into empowerment. She refuses to repeat the same mistakes. Her standards evolve. She doesn't fall for the same tricks twice. She becomes an inspiration to other women. Her strength becomes a story that encourages others to leave toxic love behind. She no longer fears walking away. If peace means leaving, she has the courage to do it. She stops settling for half-love. She now understands she deserves a love that is whole, not conditional. She develops emotional intelligence. Her experience makes her wiser about human behavior and relationships. She heals, but with scars. The wound may close, but it always leaves a mark that reminds her of the pain. She knows betrayal has a price, and it's losing her forever. Once a good woman walks away, she rarely returns, and no man can replace the depth of love she once gave freely. She becomes wiser with boundaries. She no longer allows people to cross lines. Her limits are now firm. She realizes not everyone deserves access to her. Her love is no longer easily available. It must be earned. She develops a sharper intuition. She can read energy and intentions quicker than before, trusting her gut more. She gains emotional resilience. What once broke her now only strengthens her resolve to keep going. She redefines happiness. She no longer ties her joy to someone else. She learns to create happiness within herself. She learns that healing requires time. She accepts that true recovery doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. She may struggle with trusting compliments. Even genuine praise feels suspicious, as she wonders if there's hidden intent. She shifts her priorities. Her focus moves from pleasing others to protecting her peace and future. She embraces self-love as a priority. She learns to pour into herself the way she once poured into others. She learns to enjoy solitude. Instead of fearing being alone, she starts finding comfort in her own company. She becomes more practical about love. Romantic illusions fade. She now values effort, loyalty, and honesty over fairy tales. She starts to notice real red flags earlier. Even small signs of manipulation or dishonesty no longer go unnoticed. She gains empathy for others in pain. Her hurt makes her more compassionate toward people facing heartbreak. She sees the difference between love and attachment. She understands that sometimes what she thought was love was just dependency. She protects her dreams fiercely. She refuses to let anyone else delay or destroy her ambitions again. She refuses to compete for love. She knows her worth and won't fight for attention that should be freely given. She values emotional security. Over physical attraction looks fade, but trust and safety now mean far more. She learns that walking away is strength, not weakness. Leaving toxic love doesn't make her cold. It makes her brave. She develops a no-nonsense attitude. She no longer entertains excuses, half-truths, or manipulations. She understands that betrayal changes a woman forever. She may heal, but she will never again be the same woman she was before the pain. Conclusion. When a good woman gets hurt, it's not just her heart that breaks. It's also the bond, the trust, and the safe space she once created. The price of betrayal is losing a love that was pure, loyal, and irreplaceable. Remember, when you hurt a good woman, you don't just lose her. You lose the version of yourself that she helped you become. When a good woman gets hurt, the world doesn't just lose her laughter. It loses the purest form of love she had to give. The price of betrayal is losing a heart that would have never betrayed you. That's why protecting, honoring, and valuing a good woman is one of the greatest responsibilities a man can ever have.